Dude, we were doing so good with it. I was like, it's going to my mouth. Why is it all over my face? That's gonna be a really bad flip.
It was refreshing, right?
Yeah. I was just like, there's so much liquid.
No.
I want you to grow big and strong and tall, bro. Oh my god, that's gonna be so sticky. Give me the water. Only Marco.
Only Marco.
Always about Marco.
I'm whining.
Hey, let's go for distance.
F-15 RV guy here.
He drove the Toyota Sienna last night, felt all that BBTI torque, didn't know what to do. So, can you stop throwing food? We are not children. We have people watching us. Go on.
Yo, stop it. Like a kid.
Who's the kid? Who's the kid?
You two are like the exact
the
same
whole
person.
thing, Snicks, the whole thing. That was close. God damn it, Snicks.
Oh my god!
Right off his head, Mike.
No. Chris is like, those are my snacks!
Well, they're yours.
This is day 3 of sleep deprivation and too much of this.
A little bit of stress, a little bit of fun.
Alright guys, welcome to today's video. It is competition day and boy do I have my work cut out for me. I'm going up against Chelsea, my good friend and my drift idol. I'd say arch nemesis, but we're definitely more friends than nemesis. But I'm stoked to go up against him and I'll talk about it in a second. But one thing that I want to clear up, not gonna lie, I usually don't get bothered by comments. There's been an outrageous amount of support here and I'm forever grateful. But one thing that drives me nuts more than anything else is seeing so many people telling me that I need to get more seat time in the S15. First off, trust me, I wish I could. I had more practice in that car coming up to this season than I've had any other season, and I'm super grateful that we were able to have the car running as early as we did. But I find that there's a very large misunderstanding about how other drivers practice, as people think that they just are driving their FD car when most of the time it's a demo car that is completely different engine, different tire. In fact, if you guys are in the motorsports world, you'll know there's actually a pretty big tire shortage, and I'm willing to bet that most of the drivers here in FD couldn't even get tires to do practice and get more seat time in between competitions. The bottom line is some of these rounds are like 2 weeks apart, and with going over the car, proper service regimens, fixing damage, it is physically impossible to test the car. And even if we did, and we could, getting access to tracks that are even remotely similar, having the same zones painted that you have to chase after, it doesn't happen. It's obviously been a big challenge for me, and a lot of these guys have been driving the same car and the same tracks for dozens of years, but I think the biggest thing is they're better at adapting than me, and that's something that I know I need to work on. You know, through BMX, I've never been someone to just go out and send a backflip or send a 360 bar spin first try. I would always work my way up. I would start with little steps and try a little bit more, and it would take me a lot of tries to get stuff. Drifting, I've always been very much the same way. I don't just go 150 miles an hour into a corner first try and throw it backwards, I work my way up. The problem with FD is we get a maximum of 12 laps practice, usually less than that. And there isn't room with 12 laps to take your time and work your way up. You really have to just go out and send it. On a track like this with a lot of walls in a car that I still don't really feel comfortable with, getting used to a new setup, I'm too timid. I tried to go balls to the wall for my qualifying lap, that backfired, so on my next qualifying lap I wanted to make sure I made it in. Just did barely by the hair on my chin, and was shallow because I didn't want to go flying off the track again. I don't want it to seem like I'm not acknowledging all the positive comments, because I do really appreciate all the support and all the positive comments that I see mean the world, but the seat time comments, that gets to me. You guys know I would love to be out there driving as much as I possibly can. If it was possible and there was an opportunity to do it, I'd be doing it. But I'm out here, I'm doing my best, I'm going up against some of the best guys in the world. And I'll tell you, this battle against Chelsea, I'm gonna go into practice that you guys are about to see. We are going to put the car on full kill. I know that the qualifying setup that I was running yesterday, way too loose to be competitive chasing people. I found that out in practice, but I'd already gotten so used to it, I didn't want to make a change and then f my qualifying, which I did anyway. So we're gonna put the car on level 11. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna probably get 2 laps of practice, and then I'm gonna give Chelsea hell. Out of all the people that I could go against that I consider God tier drivers, Chelsea scares me the least. He's not gonna play any games. He's gonna give me the best qualifying lap I could possibly ask for, and I just gotta put it in. That's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully it works out. Rant over.
Way lighter, yes, that is correct. There you go, good catch. I got one more thing in my hand. Got a t-shirt. All right. Man of the hour, we have Mr. Adam LZ. 18.
I don't even know the actual number, but if the next person that gets close, I'll just give something too.
All right, right up there, right here. You young man, black t-shirt.
Close enough.
There you go, awesome. All right, yeah, let's go throw stuff. I'll ask you some questions.
Yeah.
All right, who's your favorite driver to like drive with in Formula Drifts, and then like just outside of it?
100% Chelsea Denofa, and I'm stoked to be battling for my first battle. This is gonna be a good one.
That's awesome. And then what about off track? Dude, is it Chelsea Denofa for both answers?
One of my good friends, Matt the Ginge, is just like one of my favorite people to drive on. He's my spotter here at FD, and like just the most consistent robotic lead lines ever. It's like playing with a computer.
That's awesome.
I would really like a S15 street car, but they're way too expensive now.
Ah, that's fair. Yeah, 240 prices have definitely gone up. What motor? Would you put a swap in that car?
Street car? SR.
Always. SR always. There we go.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Let me go get ready.
You having fun?
Kinda. Careful! I'm gonna wait for everyone to catch up. So, AM has been supporting the builds for quite some time now. And I said I would stop by and do a product house, so that's that was your pick. No worries.
Do you feel like celebrity yet?
I am so scattered. Dude, so this brings back memories. We used to do this at Woodward for all the campers. We'd be in the back of the golf cart, we'd just be throwing product.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy.
Great. I think that was close fine.
It's not a pea soup. It's my cool soup. This is water. This is food from Drift HQ. They've been catering for us. I kind of mentioned to Duarte, the owner, as a joke. And they've just been making up the whole entire team here the most amazing food, and it has been like the best thing ever. What you really want to hear. Car feels awesome. I'm stoked. I'm feeling great going into battle.
Hey, are you guys hungry?
That's what we're talking about, James!
I'm sorry!
We go battle now.
I am now.
Are you filming now?
So I thought it would be the coolest thing to have Colette as my umbrella girl, but I've always like been worried that that was like a demeaning thing to ask, because I feel like umbrella girls are demeaning, but she was all about it.
He said he's gonna be my umbrella boy, so on camera. So when the day comes, it's mutual, okay?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Can I wear a cute little skirt?
Yeah.
You wear a banana hammock.
Banana hammock.
Yeah. Can't wait for that. It's gonna be a great day.
Can you slow-mo that?
Yep.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, less than ideal conditions. Our #1 qualifier, Chelsea Denofa, Adam LZ, that made it by the skin of his Nitto tires. It's an all Nitto tire battle. Chelsea Denofa, Adam LZ for the first battle here at E-Town in the Pro Championship in New Jersey. Chelsea Denofa throws in and Adam LZ trying to chase him out. These guys good friends. They've made video content before. Now coming into that second outside zone, feeling all of that 180-degree turn. Chelsea Denofa with a slight little bobble, a little correction there as a slow trickle coming and approaching that first front clip. And now they're going to transition down into that final outside zone, which is menacing because that wall is very unforgiving. We saw Austin Mata get taken out earlier in the Pro Spec Championship, and there they go, crossing the finish line. So ideally, everybody cross your fingers, cross your toes. Let's get the thing dried out and see some smoke.
Well, it's pretty clear that Chelsea Denofa is currently on a huge trajectory right now in the 21 season, having qualified and won the event in Orlando in fantastic fashion. His chase runs were some of the best we've seen. You can see that little flub there as he gets into outside zone 2, about the middle part, but LZ is hanging with them, trying to adjust to these variable conditions, going from the new pavement onto asphalt and back and forth. Denofa deep into that third outside zone, but here comes LZ buttoning up the rear end. It is so odd to see drift cars out there without a smoke line. We will switch things up as now Adam LZ will go to the lead and Chelsea Denofa will chase him down.
All right, let's switch it up here. Really exciting run here for both of our drivers. And now I think what's crazy is we're at a new track we're at a brand new track, and we are at in wet conditions that we haven't seen. So Adam LZ leads. Chelsea Denofa gives chase that first outside zone. Here goes Adam LZ into that second outside zone. And now transitioning into, look at that, Chelsea Denofa right there on the door with him. Adam LZ ripping through in that LZ S15. Now slowly crawling around that front inside clip. Some corrections there from LZ, and now into Chelsea Denofa. LZ, ooh, getting that wheel speed up, and just, like I said, look how slick that is, Ryan. Going from that concrete to the black tarmac. Two very different, so make some noise for your favorite driver.
Well, nice timing here into this first outside zone by Adam LZ. Got that e-brake initiation, pulled it in, and is really doing a great job following the appropriate line. We're seeing Denofa get pretty tight there on proximity, surging forward, but it looks like he gets a little bit over aggressive here as we start to get to the end of outside zone 2, and that might come back to bite him here after we pass through inside clip 1. Watch the transition right. It looks like he just narrowly scrapes LZ, and you can see that adjustment in the front wheels there on the transition from Denofa in the chase position. So a bit of a mistake there that may come back to bite him as LZ puts down a pretty solid lead run. Now the judges will digest. They'll take a look at both drivers' lead runs and both of the chases and do a comparative analysis here.
You said it earlier, kind of judging on a scale. You know, the speeds are slower. You're not seeing much smoke. You're seeing more steam. So here we go. Chelsea Denofa gets 1 vote and 2 votes. So that means Adam LZ is knocked out. It is unanimous. So Adam LZ, that is the end of his weekend. Unfortunate circumstances, and that's just what you're dealt. You know, you have to drive in all these different conditions. And again, these guys did not get a lot of any practice in the wet, just maybe that sight lap there. But I'm going to throw it down to Ryan Lontaine. We're going to get some insight. What's going through your guys' mind? How are you assessing this less than ideal conditions?
Well, as we told the drivers in the briefing, we're going to be judging the exact same way as we do in the dry. We just expect there to be a little bit less speed, maybe some longer decel zones, and maybe a little bit more movement in the cars as they go around the track. It looked like Adam LZ made a mistake in inside clip 1 where he over-rotated the car, slowed down in an area that is not a decel zone, and kind of gave Chelsea nowhere to go in that situation. So that is the main reason why I went with Chelsea, and I'm sure the other judges were kind of on the same page.
Bummed that we didn't get to battle in the dry. I was really excited to have some grip and play big car games with him. Thankfully, I do have quite a bit of practice in the wet. I did my absolute best. I'm actually pretty proud of my chase on him. I don't have a lot of practice in the rain with this car with this given setup. I kind of washed out a little bit going around the inner clip, but I think that was probably my biggest fault in my chase. My lead felt pretty dang good. Again, in that same area, the car kind of washes out a little bit. It's kind of hard to find the line of like driving shallow without straightening and also driving with angle without the car wanting to spin. But I thought it was a pretty close battle. I was thinking that we were going to get it one more time. We didn't. Chelsea got the win. Well deserved. He'll probably take it home, honestly. He's such a phenomenal driver. Coming from how I felt yesterday, I'm definitely stoked. I'm just bummed that this year, because it's a typical 8-round season, that I don't get to drive anymore. It was cool last year when we had 4 rounds and then 2 days, like 2 rounds per weekend, that I could get to drive the next day, but now I don't. But either way, we're in the Northeast with a lot of great people. I'm excited to be here, and I'm proud of my driving even though I didn't win. But Chelsea will probably win, and then I'll tell myself that I got second.
Don't mess with the Hulk. Hulk smash.
I'm beyond tired. Yeah, just like tired.
Yeah.
I could like lay down there if I wasn't wearing neon yellow.
I don't think you would do that even if you were wearing black.
This one is my messed up one.
Good clip.
Yeah,
Great clip.
Close it up.
Like comments.
Matt, you're not a flex. You never will be. Stop trying. Stop trying. Cut it out. You're not cool. You're done. Nope. You're finished. Finito. You're first.
When you said
It's like those are my stats.